From December 2019 to July 2020, the 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit deployed aboard the USS Bataan, USS New York, and USS Oak Hill to the U.S. 5th and 6th Fleet areas of operation. For the 26th MEU, the deployment was ever-changing due to real-world and unexpected events. The deployment gave a new meaning to the MEU's motto of a certain force in an uncertain world. While deployed to CENTCOM, the MEU maintained readiness by training in Jordan, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates. While each and every deployment is different and has its own set of challenges, this deployment was unique in that the MEU had to remain postured, resilient, and ready, even during the global COVID-19 pandemic. As an expeditionary force in readiness, the 26th MEU was prepared for this challenge and developed creative ways to maintain readiness by training in remote, isolated areas in the United Arab Emirates and on Saudi Arabian islands in the Arabian Gulf. Throughout the deployment, planners thought outside the box in order to ensure the crisis response force remained postured and vigilant. Once the Bataan Amphibious Ready Group crossed the Atlantic, the ARG-MEU was unexpectedly redirected from the 6th Fleet AOR to the 5th Fleet AOR. Jordan was the first stop in our journey and allowed for elements of the Battalion Landing Team 2-8 and the Maritime Raid Force to conduct training ashore. While the BLT conducted live fire and non-live fire training at Camp Tenton, the Maritime Raid Force trained in visit board search and seizure tactics with members of the Royal Jordanian Navy. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was where the majority of the MEU's ashore training took place. The U.S.-Saudi partnership is based on shared interest and the mutual supportive relationship between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, which afforded the MEU opportunities to conduct unilateral and bilateral training in Saudi Arabia. The Battalion Landing Team conducted unit-level training in Ras Al Khaimah early on in the deployment, and Echo Company and the MRF conducted training in Tabuk later on. Additionally, while operating in the Arabian Gulf, the Blue-Green Team conducted expeditionary advanced base operations on Quran and Korean Islands. The training in Ras Al Khaimah enhanced our partnership with the Royal Saudi Naval Forces, while the island training allowed for the ARG-MEU to display just how quickly we can respond to crises and contingencies from a sea-based platform. Nearly halfway through the deployment, Marines assigned to Gulf Company and Weapons Company of the BLT and elements of Combat Logistics Battalion 26 conducted routine sustainment training at Camp Buehring, Kuwait. The training allowed for the MEU to demonstrate its capabilities of conducting operations across a full spectrum of conventional, unconventional, and hybrid warfare. Additionally, members of the CLB's helicopter support team and pilots assigned to the Aviation Combat Element conducted heavy lift operations and hoisted equipment in and out of Camp Buehring. The MEU conducted unit-level training in the United Arab Emirates, while the Ground Combat Element, Aviation Combat Element, and MRF conducted a robust fire support coordination exercise. Other elements of the BLT, CLB, and MRF conducted live fire and non-live fire sustainment training. The MRF was also able to execute jump operations from MV-22 Ospreys into an austere environment. The bilateral training between the MEU and UAE Apache pilots strengthened our ability to interoperate with our UAE partners. From hand-to-hand combat in the lower vehicle storage to fast roping and gun shoots on the flight deck, Marines with the 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit train day and night to ensure they maintain proficiency in all mission-essential tasks. With the effects of COVID-19, Marines spent more time on ship than most expected, but that did not stop them from making the most out of their time. Our deployment was not glamorous and did not include the multitude of liberty ports Marines and sailors may have hoped for, but this was our deployment. For more than 7 months, the 26th MEU demonstrated what it truly meant to be a flexible, reliable crisis response force, capable of responding anywhere, at any time, and under any circumstances. We are a certain force in an uncertain world.